everybody, it's TF Renegade here, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're taking a look at Transformers Studio Series The Last Knight Nemesis Prime. I really didn't have that much excitement for this guy after I got the Age of Extinction one. I was like, man, it's kind of scummy to put a new one out so soon, but truthfully, I do have a lot of good things to say about this, so let's take a closer look. So starting off in his robot mode, we can see that Nemesis Prime looks really good. I think this is a huge upgrade over the Age of Extinction version, which is kind of weird because when I saw this guy originally, I was like, it's not that impressive, but in hand, I can definitely say this is a huge upgrade. Taking a look at his head sculpt, this thing turned out magnificent. I mean, this is truthfully probably one of the best, like, mainline kind of figure faces I have ever seen. I mean, the extreme detail of this is insane. I really love how that turned out. And as you can see, he's got that stupid little stripe because in the movie, that's pretty much the only thing that makes him Nemesis Prime. I mean, really, aside from that, you could use this as Optimus. There really isn't any big difference aside from the red line, but truthfully, this head sculpt is amazing. So taking a look at his arm, we can see he's got this little shoulder piece over here, and the arms are actually new this time. The old version on Age of Extinction, which we will look at later, does look a whole lot different. This one is more of a knight style, which I actually think is a huge improvement. I think this makes the arms look much better. I love how that turned out. Taking a look at his chest, as we can see, it is actually pretty much the same as the other one. It's just the colors are just a little bit different. I think these ones are lighter, and then of course the gray is darker, but as you can see, there's a little teeny tiny Autobot symbol right there in the middle, which looks pretty cool. He's got a little bit of gold under here, which I think looks pretty nice. Looking at the bottom of the figure, as we can see, he's got some nice waist pieces over here, which I think look great. And of course, he's got these pieces down here, which are painted very nice. I love how that paint shines down here. He's got a little bit more gold up here. These are actually molded the same. There's no differences in the legs this time. It's just the paint is just a little bit darker. When it comes to the backpack of Nemesis Prime, it's the same as the Age of Extinction version. He does have quite a big chunky backpack, but of course, if you want to, you can go ahead and untab everything. It's just on a mushroom peg, so you can come back here and then go ahead and slide that out if I can get it. So you can actually take that off if you want to kind of streamline the back here. So if you take off his backpack, as you can see, everything's actually filled in pretty nicely back here. I mean, of course, there's a little bit of gappage on the inside, but these pieces do fill in a lot, which I think look nice. And I like the smokestack details on the back. Now, when you're taking a look at the bottom of the figure on the back side, it's cleaned up magnificent. There are no gappage on the legs, so these turned out really nice. So when it comes to the accessories of Nemesis Prime, he does come with a lot of cool accessories. Some are the same as last time, but we do get some new stuff. So of course, we do get his shield right over here, which is a darker color, and the old one is right here. As you can see, they are exactly the same, just different colors. And of course, if you want to, you can take this shield apart, kind of separate this stuff if you want to create a little gun, because there is a gun on the inside, which is pretty cool. He does come with his sword over here, which looks really nice in the dark paint. I think this is amazing. It is the same as last time, but as you can see, just different colors, but I do think that the new one is a better color scheme. Of course, he does come with a little blade that you can stick on the outside of his arm over here, but it's actually different from last time. Last time, we got one of these blades, so I'm kind of indifferent on this because I like the old blade, but I like the new one too, so it's kind of the best of both worlds if you do have both of these guys, because I think these are both great weapons. But a new accessory that the old one didn't come with is the shotgun, which I think was a big missed opportunity because this is super awesome. I love how this shotgun came out. This is a really nice accessory, and I'm glad we finally got it because I was kind of worried when he was announced, like, are we going to get a shotgun or is it going to be the same accessories? And thankfully, they did include it this time. So when it comes to the articulation of our guy Nemesis Prime, he can look to the left, to the right, but not all the way around because it does get stuck. He cannot look up in the air, but he can look down just a little bit if you want to. When it comes to the arms, you can stick these puppies all the way out. You got no problems there, and you can rotate them all the way around as well. When it comes to the bicep, we do have a rotation. The elbow actually is double jointed, so you can kind of maneuver that any way you want to. And we do have a lot of wrist rotation, which is amazing. We love it. When it comes to the waist, we do have a waist rotation, which is awesome. When it comes to the legs, you can kick these suckers all the way out. You can kick back just a smidge because the backpack, and you can kick out to the side all the way, which is magnificent. When it comes to the thighs, we do have a thigh rotation, and of course, we have a 10 out of 10 on the knee bend. And our guy Nemesis Prime does have some ankle rockers, so we can make Nemesis Prime stand any way we please. And I almost forgot to say he does have articulation on his fingers over here. They are on a hinge, so you can go ahead and open and close those any way you want to. So for comparison, here he is next to Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, and as you can see, it is a pretty good pair up in my opinion, mostly because Bumblebee barely changes throughout the movies anyways, but a last night version of Bumblebee would be welcomed whenever they do remake him because, I mean, as it is, they do look good, but I think a new version would look great as well. Here we have Nemesis Prime next to another new last night figure being Barricade, and as you can see, not a bad pair up. Here he is right next to Age of Extinction Galvatron, and as you can see, these two look really good right next to each other. I mean, this figure is not amazing or anything, but as you can see, like if you have him on a shelf, these two will look really nice. If you missed out on the Age of Extinction version of him, he is a good substitute. But I really want to get a Last Night Megatron. That's like one of my most anticipated movie-verse figures. But as it is, I think these two look pretty good. And last but not least, here he is next to the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. And guys, this is literally like night and day. I mean, seriously, the darker paint and the new arms and the new face sculpt really do make this guy like 10 times better. Now, I'm not saying that the Age of Extinction one is bad or anything, because I do think it is good. But like when it comes to the paint and stuff, this is definitely what we should have gotten. I mean, I like having an Optimus with the closed mouth plate, but I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of a sucker for the open mouth plate. This, I really want to be honest, I think this one is leagues better. And here we have Nemesis Prime fully transformed into his truck mode, and guys, this thing turned out really good. Now, obviously there are no differences from the Age of Extinction version, just some paint differences and stuff, but oh man, I really do think this thing turned out great. So taking a look at the front of the vehicle, we got some nice silver paint right over here, and we can see the flames kind of over there on the sides and on the top, which look pretty good. We got some black windows over there, and of course some silver paint right up here with some nice molded little divots up there, which look pretty good. When you're taking a look at the side of the vehicle, we got some nice painted rims right over here, which look great. We got some dark gray paint over here, which was light gray last time. We got awesome flame decals all throughout there, a little bit of molding detail right there. Black windows, of course, some red and some molding detail sticking out of the window, which looks really good right there. And of course, all this is just blue plastic, nothing too crazy with that. When you take a look at the back of the vehicle, this turned out absolutely great. I think they cleaned this up really well. We got some nice molded details down here. I wish these were painted lights, but as it is, I think they do look pretty good. We got a little trailer hitch right over there, some nice molded details right over here. We got the smokestacks, and of course, we got a little molded detail right on the inside as well. When you take a look at the bottom of the vehicle, I think it's cleaned up okay, but it is very obvious that all this is his robot mode stuff, but as it is, I think it looks pretty good. And when it comes to his weapons, you can actually stick his shield back here on the little hitch if that's something you want to do. Don't know why you'd want to do it, but you do have the option right there. Or you could put the little shotgun back there. It is a 5mm port, so you have some options. There is a little insert right over here, and you can go ahead and tab that in on the wheels over here for a little bit more storage with the shotgun if that's something you want to do. Don't know why you would. But I think the main use for this hitch is if you have the Studio Series 86 Optimus, you can go ahead and stick that trailer right on the inside, and you can make a really cool complete truck out of this guy. I mean, I do truthfully think that this trailer looks really good with him. As you can see, the painted tires back here are very similar to the ones on this Optimus. So if you want to go ahead and stick that on there, I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So for vehicle comparison, here he is next to Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, and as you can see, very good comparison right here. I think these two look really, really nice next to each other in their vehicle modes. It's a really nice pair up. Here he is next to the Last Night Barricade, another great pair up. The Barricade looks really, really nice next to this guy. Here he is next to Galvatron from Age of Extinction, and This guy is definitely not the best, I would say, but right next to each other, like especially in the front, I think these two look really, really good. And last but not least, here he is right next to the Age of Extinction Optimus, and yeah, they're pretty much the same. The blue is just a lighter color this time, and the grays are just a little bit darker, but I mean, personally, it's going to be up to you which one you like more. Honestly, I like both of them. The one thing I will say, though, I think the plastic on top of the new version clips in a lot better. Like, I always have problems with the Age of Extinction when trying to keep this top piece plugged in, so... yeah, I mean, really, it's up to you. So what are my final thoughts on Transformer Studio Series The Last Knight Nemesis Prime? Guys, this is a really good figure. I mean, for the price, I think it is overpriced, but honestly, if you can get him on sale, you're really going to like this guy because he is 10 times better than the Age of Extinction version. All the new molding on this guy with the new head sculpt and such, it really does make a big difference, and the new colors really make a new difference. The inclusion of the shotgun, which we did miss out on last time, really does help bring this guy a little more value, and just truthfully, he looks really good. And if you're going to choose between them, I definitely think you should get this guy, but it's up to you. You know, if you like the Age of Extinction one a little bit more, you can go ahead and go for that one. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be too hard to find either of them. I think they're both going to be pretty easy to find, especially on sale. So it's really going to be up to you what you want to do with him, but I do think this is a really good figure. For the collector's rating, we're going to go ahead and give our guy Nemesis Prime a 9 out of 10. This is a really good figure. He looks super, super good, especially that head sculpt. It's amazing. He does have this backpack going on, but it is detachable if that's something you want to do. The vehicle mode looks really, really good as well. So truthfully, if you want to put this guy on your shelf, I don't think you'll be disappointed. He'll look really nice with the Last Knight characters or Age of Extinction, whichever one you want to do with him. I don't think you'll be disappointed with either. He also comes with awesome accessories, especially this shotgun. This is super cool, so I really do suggest you guys pick this guy up on a sale. I really don't like the new price point, but I'll go with the 9 out of 10. And for the parents, we'll go for a 9.5 out of 10. Kids aren't going to know him as Nemesis. They're just going to look at this and say Optimus. So truthfully, you could give it to them. They're going to love the truck mode. They are absolutely going to love the robot mode and all the cool little accessories he comes with. Of course, they're probably going to get lost because they are pretty small, but you know, that's up to you whether you want to get this guy for them or not, but I do think they will enjoy it. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys like the content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It always means a lot to me when you do, and leave your comments down below. That's the most important part of these videos, is what you guys think. Do you guys love Nemesis Prime? Do you hate him? Or do you just kind of feel meh about him? So go ahead and leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys next time.